G'day everyone, James here with JWN Lawn Care and Landscaping, bringing you another video.
Good morning, YouTube. Hey, it's yes, another cold, rainy morning in Melbourne, because that's what we get. Just clocked 7 o'clock in the morning, so I'm actually out early for us now. We're legally allowed to start. Well, let me turn the light on so you can actually see my old face. We're actually legally allowed to start work here in Melbourne. Specifically in my council area. I know it sometimes changes between other areas, but normally it's the same. We are technically speaking allowed to start mowing at 7 AM and finish at 8 PM during weekdays at least. On weekends and public holidays that moves to 9 AM. But as you can see, it's not terribly bright out. You know, it's once we get into winter, it's actually normally still pretty dark by this point. So there's not really much use. You know, me and Connor usually get by fine starting at 8. Number one, that's just, you know, because it allows it to get a bit lighter. It also allows some of the dew to get off the lawns, you know, dry off a little bit if the sun comes out. And number three, it's also because we do a lot of like residential areas. It's just kind of out of respect to people like, you know, my street here. We've got piles of families that are all pretty hard working. They don't need to hear a lawnmower roaring, you know, the sparrows. So yeah, no mowing for this morning at least, though. Hopefully we'll get a couple done this afternoon because this is supposed to go away. But I thought I'd take you on a bit of a journey with us because we're going to pick up a new machine this morning. Yeah, I know. Ooh, what's that got? Well, we're actually picking up 2 new machines this week, but this one is one I've bought. So I've done all the paperwork for it. I've done all my research. I've gone and looked at all the options, kind of tried a bunch of different stuff, and I've pulled the trigger. So I'll explain more once we get there and you see what it is. But I can tell you I'm really excited because, you know, it's yeah, I know for some guys this would be kind of just a rudimentary purchase. It wouldn't mean, it's still significant, but it wouldn't mean tons for them. But for me, it's pretty big because, you know, the size of my business and everything. I'm like, this is a, you know, big investment for me. So yeah, we're waiting to hear back. The guys at the store are just gonna check up and confirm that we're all good. We have our mascot here. This is Ottie. Say hello. Yeah, so that's Ottie. I got him in the Sunshine Coast, and he just sits on my bed, not really doing anything terribly useful. He's kind of our little mascot. Yeah, official mascot you've never seen before, hey? Yeah, you reckon so. Nah, so I don't know. Don't bash on me, guys. I like my, you know, I got a bit of a collection. I've collected them over the years. It's kind of my thing to, when I travel to different countries, I like to, or different cities or anything, I like to kind of get a little stuffed toy from each place. So I've actually got little stuffed toys from most of the cities around Australia now that I've been to, as well as a whole pile from other countries overseas and everything too. I've got one from Switzerland, got one from London, everything else. Just a nice thing to do. So hopefully these guys will go all back. Oh, good morning, Dad.
Good morning.
I might show you as well quickly whilst we wait for the phone to ring.
We're going to start.
Well, I don't know. I just want to make sure it's doubly good because this guy's, yeah. We got the Ute fix, which is nice. New signs. I like them. Not too bad, hey. So these are just magnetic, sticky-on-y signs, right? There's all very shit up here. Yeah, so they stick on pretty well. What's that? And I've also got my my lawn mowing contractor's jumper on, I should say, as well. I bought about $200 worth of various jumpers, shirts, everything else from. This is a group I'm part of, Lawn Mowing Contractors of Australia, and they released some merch. So I was like, you know, why not? I couldn't figure out exactly what I wanted, so I just bought kind of one of everything. But no, they're good blokes. I really like this jumper because that's the thing. It gets really cold here in the mornings during winter, so I'm like, you know, I'll get some nice jackets and stuff. This is really good. So let's get going to this dealership and see what we've got in store. So we're at Ag Power, and I think I've seen a couple of my mates' machines. I don't know. I think so. So this is a bit of their Toro lineup. So this is the grandstand I demoed. I demoed that. I demoed a 6000 series, and I think this is for my mate Matthew. I think that's his. Not 100%, but I think it is. There's a Pro line as well. Look at this for a machine, hey? That's awesome. Yeah, I think that might be his. That's a 52. So my mate Matthew, who runs another company around here, he's ordered a 52-inch Toro, and I think that Grillo is his too. I think that's his. Look at that. That's not a bad machine either. That's a nice collecting unit. So let's get this paperwork done, hey? Get moving. Alright, so we got our paperwork done. Nice and simple with these guys. I do like that. It's all very easy. My big man Jeff, he's big white car. He's gone and he organised all this for me, so I basically just, you know, tap the card and away we go. No, so what we're gonna do, we don't have it on the back just yet, right? Because you're actually still putting a couple of bits on, which took a little bit longer than they kind of thought it might do to put on. So we said, well, we'll do the paperwork now because we need to be at the dealership to do that. And then our man Jeff is going to actually deliver this machine to me a little bit later today when it's ready. So I'm so excited. So we've just seen it in the workshop, and oh, it's awesome. So I'll do the proper reveal to you when he arrives a little bit later today. Man, that's going to be awesome. Ottie, our mascot man, he's excited. Yes you are. Yep, I know. And there's our Kubota friends too, Yarra Valley Ag. So they've got a 3690 in the front there. Hello. That's a bloody good machine. So that's the thing here out in Lilydale. It's just mower dealerships lined up, right? One after another. You got the New Holland guys, Toro and Grillo, and everything there. Where we were just in. You've got John Deere, then you've got Kubota. Like it's all online, right? Nah, but they're all really good guys. I've actually been into just about all of those shops, you know, just browsing around before, and yeah, they're all really good guys. So that's what you get. You have to go, this is about half an hour away for us out here, but this is where you go to get the bigger machines, because in the suburbs where we are, they don't really have them because it's all smaller shops. So you go out here and they've got all the big machines there, you know, piled up high because they've actually got space for a decent sized dealership. But yeah, so look, these guys aren't my local dealer. Like they're not the closest ones to me, but they're the ones that they've gone the extra mileage. You know, Jeff, he's gone absolutely out of his way to get me some demo machines, which you're going to be seeing in my new review series that I've been doing with a whole bunch of companies. And yeah, he's gone out of his way to sort out this sale for me, get me a really good deal on the machine and everything. So I figured, you know, I'll give him the sale because, you know, he's just done so much. You know, it's a bit of a dog move to go and say, oh, you've done all this, now I'll go and buy it from another shop, right? So no, big thank you to Jeff and his team. They're just such good blokes to deal with, really honest, hardworking guys. Massive showroom there. I might have to show you at some point. And service department too. It's huge. Got tractors and everything in there. So yeah, let's fast forward a little bit to later today. See what we got.
6 hours later.
see, Toro Grandstand 48. It's Jeff, legend from Ag Power. If you need Toro, go to Ag Power. They're awesome. Most expensive coffee mug I've ever had, but that looks cool as. I like that. So I've got a couple of coffee mugs. Now, this isn't your standard grandstand, right? There's actually a bunch of different stuff on this. So, as you can see, obviously I've got a couple of different sets of blades. So I ordered 6 packs of the atomic blades, the mulching blades, and high lift blades. I've got the trash bag kit. I've also got an anti-scalp kit coming, but that's being shipped over from the US, so that might take a little bit to get here. I've also got the operator controlled discharge chute, which is right there. So that, obviously I might work out a way to kind of tie that in a little bit closer. But that works off here, so you basically, it's got 3 positions, so that's fully open, then partially open, then closed. And as you can see, it folds down flat. There's your extra. Whoa, that's got a bit of weight in it. They're good trailers, those. Dean trailers. Yeah. Wow. This is... I'm giddy, man. I hope you guys can tell, I'm sure. You know, this is a big thing for me. I know for a lot of guys it's not that much of a deal, but for me, this is my first brand new ride-on I've purchased, you know, so I'm like, yay. No, that's really smart. So you can see, I think we've got the atomic blades on there at the moment. She's got 0 hours, I think. Oh, 12.4. Jeez, been running it a bit. Gotta take a photo of that. Where's it gone? Wait, what? I don't even know. But, so let's start her up. Oh, that sounds good. It's a lovely sounding machine. Oh, and it's very quiet too, I have to say. So this is the FX691V Kawasaki, so 22 horsepower. Let's see what the deck sounds like. What have I done? Won't turn on. Just hold that. That's better. Now watch this, right? Okay, so if you I like that feature. Oh, the machine's not gonna turn off. That's awesome. So you don't even need the park brake off. I'll put it on anyhow. But so that's a feature I do like. You know, you've got a really easily visible fuel tank there. You've got, and your blades, they don't kill the entire engine. Oh, but if you push that in, it does. Right, so you gotta have that to, yeah, all right. Oh, I'm so happy. So we got manual, everything else in there. Not any grass to mow. Let's just give it a crack. Let's mow along here. Oh no, yeah, let's give it a go. Why not? It's cool as. I'll put you maybe here. Hopefully you can see all right. Now, I should have my safety gear, but, you know, let's tilt that up a little bit. I normally would, you know me. But for this, it's only like 10 seconds I'm running it. I'll tell you what, those blades have got some weight in them. So, what are we cutting on here? Cut that off 10. 3 inches. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Chute box is closed. too bad. So you can see, chute blocker did pretty well. So I was originally on 3 inches, so I just jumped it down to 2.5 because it wasn't doing tons. But yeah, it's cut up the leaves pretty good. You can see they're pretty fine there. Now that is only a chute blocker. It's not gonna, you know, stop everything from coming out. Obviously it's still blowing a bit of shit everywhere. But, you know, for stuff like going around here, I've noticed sometimes with my Victor it'll scalp when I turn and go back up here, but it didn't really do much. We've got our ryegrass here. That looks alright too. So, I'm happy with that. Obviously I'll go out and do some more, you know, testing stuff with it, just get a feel for it. But yeah, so far I'm a happy man. I think what I might do, I will get turn this off. I will get a mulch plate made maybe, because you see you've got your various holes here. And this is your baffle under there, so you've got your baffle which is adjustable there, and your turbo baffle which is removable if you want to throw grass more. So I think I might get a mulch plate made up that I can just bolt on there. That did pretty good. I'm a happy man. So yeah, this is mine now. So yeah, oh, this is awesome. And yeah, I'm going to be running this, so this will essentially take the place of the Victor. The Victor, there's still a couple of jobs where I'll probably use that, but I did want something that can, for the most part, take its place, and that's what this does. So yeah, I'm not, first impressions, not a massive fan of the fact you can't just pull the lever and pull the deck back up, because there's these ratchet points here, so you have to actually lift that up, then pull it back. But upshot is, it's not that hard, and the deck is pretty light because the engine's actually mounted on the frame, not on the deck. So on the 36-inch grandstand I demoed, it was pretty heavy, but not on this. It's fine, and you've got really easy access to belts and everything through here. Like, look how open that is, right? I think this is a Kevlar belt. And then you've got easy, you just drop the deck down, you've got your oil drain right there, oil filter, oil fill. Like, everything on this machine has been designed to be really easily accessible, and that's what I love about it. These covers, just boom. I might actually take these off and leave them off, because they just end up a pain in the ass. If I can get it out. God. How do you do this thing again? I don't even know, man. Oh, Struth. Oh, there we go. Right, so for most homeowners, it's a good idea, safety-wise and everything, blah, blah, blah. Leave them on. But for contractors, I find a lot of stuff, especially when you're mulching, gets piled up on these decks. So if you have your covers off, it's just a little bit easier to blow everything out, you know? But I mean, you know, they're easy to take off at least, which I like. They're not bolted on. They are secure though, as you can see. You know, with how much effort it took to actually put the damn thing on. So they're not coming off easily. But yeah, this is my new mower. Got a trash bag, nice and big, so put some garbage in that. Oh, and that, I see, so that just comes out like that. So if I want to take it off, I can. So just the little design elements like that, right? You know, how they've, oh jeez, put the bloody thing in there. How they've thought about this, you know, I like that sort of thing. Like, it's actually a well thought out machine in terms of the design. It's not just kind of thrown together on a whim and hoping that it's going to work. But yeah, so huge thank you to the guys at AgPower for getting this organised for me. The other main reason I went with this, because I did try a number of other brands as well, and the reason I went with this was because, number one, I've got a really good deal that I've already got a relationship with to sell it. I got a really good deal on it, and as in, like, I put this on finance, so they actually gave me a commercial finance deal on this, not the regular one that you'd normally go on the website. And their rate for this was like 3 times under what most of the other competitors were offering. And so yeah, the
the repainters to this are stupidly small. I much prefer, like, I'm modestly fat, right? So some of the other machines where you're kind of inside and you're walled in, I don't feel comfortable on those. I like to have a pretty wide stance on these, and it's really, really comfortable. Another thing, I was just discussing this with Jeff before, it's easily accessible. You were seeing belts, oil, everything else, easy to get to, everything under here easy to get to, massive fuel tank, I think it's like 40 litres. It's fast, it's comfortable, all your controls are here. I really like that, as opposed to some of them are like underneath. I kind of get the idea of, oh, you could just reach down, but it doesn't really work for me. I prefer having stuff in front of me where I can see it easily, right? And just overall, they're built really nicely. Everyone wants to say their machine's the best in the world. Personally, I reckon this Turbo Force deck is awesome. Like, they just cut really, really cleanly, and the fact that you can easily modify that baffle on the Z Master Series, you've actually got things so you don't even need a tool, you just twist it and you can adjust it. Yeah. So there you go. That is the Toro Grandstand 48. So let me know what you guys think. Do you run one of these? What do you think of it? Any tips or tricks for me that I should, take note of before I go and, thrash this thing around? I'll gladly accept all of them. So yeah, peace in the Middle East. Don't eat bats. Tell us what you think. Chuck us a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really means a lot to me. It enables me to do stuff like this. Get approached by different companies, get to do some work with them, get good deals on stuff. And above all, just share my journey with you. So yeah, I hope you all have a good day. It's nice and sunny now. We'll see you in the next one.